It's been 1 week since my shoulder dislocation. I'm finally getting a breakthrough. We're making beef broth in the Instant Pot to help. A surprise cut on Lily's pony Blaze. A failed chicken gathering. And finally planting our field in a special crop to rebuild after the hurricane. Must go on. Beef broth. Bacon bones for beef broth. I've been feeling so good first thing in the morning, and then it doesn't, and I'm thinking, is it the sling? As soon as I put that sling on, it's like, but I don't think it's the sling. It's starting to hurt with or without the sling, just with movement. Should I stop moving? I don't think so. Doctor didn't say anything but take 2 weeks of pain medicine. Can you come with me to help me do chores? Be my arm? I think John's here. Maybe he can be my arm. Growing our own food is no joke. Those homegrown meals don't just magically appear on the table. There's a lot to be done in between those meals all year round. With this amount of food. Set a timer for 1 hour.
1 hour, starting now.
Put it in airplane mode before I put it in my pocket so I don't nuke my butt. Let's go before the calves get to the... Everybody's still in. Call the Inquirer. Let's get them while it's still true. Oh my gosh, it's still true. Calf is separated. He-Man's in. Everybody's in. Oh my gosh. Let's try begging. Henry, will you please come with us? Will you please come with me? There's a time to play this afternoon. Come on. Come on. I can't really get him. I only have one arm. And I've got you guys in it. If I grab you a sweater, will you go? Okay.
I'll put that.
Okay, well here's your sweater. Put it on. It's overkill. But be sure to give it to me when you take it off, okay? Because we don't need to leave it out in the grass. The podiatrist, what is it? Told me I only had to wear the sling for a week. Jonah's telling me you really got to keep it still, like in a cast. Hey, there's somebody that told me. Okay, are you ready to go now? Okay, good deal. All right, since I'm hurting anyway, I might as well wear this. Ah, freaking A. It just popped. I really just need to sit. I'm gonna go even slower. Okay, a little bit of pain, that's one thing. But for it to feel like it's moving, that means it's not setting. That's another thing. Forgot to put the chickens up, and they gotta move. Did you see that? My shoulder just popped. It moves. Do you think we could just take a caterpillar out there and kind of chase them into it?
Maybe.
John's here. Maybe if I walk real slow, maybe if I get the sling on and get it real tight, because it doesn't take much movement to trigger that. And that was one of the things that he said. If you're feeling instability, in 3 months you could be looking at surgery. So I feel like this is critical. That we don't experience that. All right, let's find John. Let's go catch some chickens. Maybe that'll be my limit.
Papa, I see my feet.
Yeah, you see your Jeep. I kind of want to oversee this land restoration project. Move the chickens off of it. In broad daylight, it's gonna be difficult because they have to move. They have to like go across the creek. They ain't gonna just walk. So we have to catch them. Then we'll put down compost. And then they'll drag it to smooth it out and to stir it up. And then we'll cast seeds on it. It's a very important job because now the animals have done their work. Now the plants of the cover crops need to do their work. If you move the non-milkers over, hopefully they'll start eating and you'll have less pressure. Out there trying to milk the cow and everybody's hearing that alfalfa. If you move those who aren't getting milked over to the new paddock, at least they have that brand new grass and distracts them some. I feel like I have a goal with this. Like, I don't want that moving sensation feeling. Let's see how little of those I can have during the day. Not have a goal, it seems like it's not. I think I'll be better about walking real still, getting this sling on, holding it real close. At least until I can see a professional, right? PT starts soon. Hey, John! All right, you gotta help me get this sling on. Well, it's like every once in a while feels like my
Does it go over here?
joint is moving, like my bone is moving.
It's
Not stable. But now I know why they said you take pain medicine for 2 weeks. I was thinking. But they're like, what they were saying is it's gonna hurt for 2 weeks. You done with that already?
What about you tie?
All right. Hey, John, can you tie this around his waist?
Double knot. No, not quite.
Johnny changed his mind. He wants his sweater back on. And this time buttoned. Lily just called me, very upset. She says Blaze has gotten caught in barbed wire and is bleeding. Is he gonna let you treat him in the field?
Probably not. We should probably bring him in.
Can he walk?
Yeah, he can. It's just that we're like he's bleeding.
Okay. Will he let you do it right there? So he's scared of John, see? Okay, he's using it normally. This is good. I don't really like crossing this wire. Where's your opening?
It's way over there.
This is really hard because I feel like I should rush, but this is me rushing. Or we're gonna have worse problems. Thank you guys for moving the sheds. It's gonna be a hot one. How much milk did you get?
1.5 gallons.
Heck yes.
You gonna be okay?
He's walking like he's gonna be okay. That's a lot of blood. What are you gonna do with Luna? Luna just follows along. Doesn't even need a halter. Lily, it's actually good that it's bled a lot. It gets out any infection.
Might be a lot of different cuts.
So we're gonna let you handle it because he's used to you.
Yeah, it's real good.
Show me what you got.
Got some medicine.
Okay, first aid for horses. Okay, so that tells you it happens, okay? Was he caught in it when you went out there to him?
No.
Okay, how do you know it was barbed wire?
Well, because I tied him up to the fence. Because I had to fix the fence because they got out.
Oh.
And then he got all panicked and went against the fence.
I'm looking. How'd you get up there?
One here.
What are you doing, Lily?
I'm putting it on the small cuts.
Is there a big cut?
Yeah.
He seemed kind of unconcerned. You got it cleaned up. Lily, that's the beef bones.
Good morning. I am struggling to get out of the house today, but I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I had to do a lot of like care for the tooth. I'm gonna make my breakfast and then I'm gonna go work in the high tunnel for a little bit. And then work on tomatoes, maybe harvest some cabbage. We'll see. Okay, here it is. So I eat 4 chicken sausages and 3 eggs most days to meet my protein goals. The sausages are 18 grams of protein, and then the 3 eggs are 18 grams. So 18 plus 18 is 36, yes? I could get more protein with powders, but I prefer to choose food. I feel like that's the dilemma with this high protein thing. It's like, I could do it if I used the powders. And I'm not saying powders are bad, I just am trying to not rely on them. So I'm gonna go outside and eat my breakfast, and then I'm gonna head to the high tunnel.
I was gonna go get those beef bones and then Beauty's sitting here. Maybe I should sit for a second.
Is it bad cut?
Not really. That was a lot of blood. I think that was probably her first.
Yeah.
And it was her fault, tying into the fence. John, you want to open that for me and see if that's ready? John, my arm today. Oh yeah. Let's turn the oven off. Grab a hot pad to set it on, and then grab 2 hot pads for you to pick it up on. Alright, put what you can in there. Too hot? Grab some tongs or something. That's good. I'm thinking I should probably be drinking the best broth possible. These are our beefs. These are our beef's joints. I should definitely be drinking joint, right? They say part for part and healing. I haven't been healing fast enough to my satisfaction. It's like, I was like, really, Rebecca? 2 weeks ago today, almost 2 weeks ago, or 1 week ago today, I was moving blueberries. I'm worse off today than I was then. So slow down, made the beef broth. I'm a fan of fasting, but I think I need nutrients too. So how about OMAD, 1 meal a day, but I can have beef broth anytime I want. Today it's probably gonna be lunch, for lunch. Get digested, go have a good night's sleep. I've been sleeping well though. I've been sleeping really well. My chauffeur, my arms. Let's go get some cattle panel. See if we can't catch some chickens. Jonah is starting to act like he's gonna come help us. How's Blaze?
He's good. He did limp a little bit on the way in.
Now he's back out?
Yeah, he's back out.
Are you gonna treat it again this evening?
Yeah. If he liked being in the stall, I would put him in the stall so he couldn't run around and lose the bandage.
Right.
But it would stress him out to be in the stall.
Yeah, this is the best. This is the best. And it's clean. You know, it's not
that dirty.
because you rotate them, it's clean. Now I want you to catch up with the sheep today, okay? I move
them every evening catching up.
I want you to do that, okay? Bring all that up here and we're gonna just loop one end of that onto Salma. Lily, can you help him? We're just gonna drag it. Yep, Lily, go grab the other end and kind of bring it up onto the road. We're gonna go take it down and catch the chickens, the pasture posse. This is the kind of project that excites me immensely. A land restoration project. It would have been so much easier if I would have just shut the door to the chickshaw last night at dark when they went in there. It's gonna be easier to herd them into a corner. Because then you'll have I would put the opening ends, I would put the middle of it in the corner. Okay. So that joint right there, yeah, swing that around to where it can be in the corner. Bring the feed and water in there. They'll say, this is home. This is comfortable. I think I may have unlocked the healing path. Not letting this thing move around. I know it sounds obvious. It sounds so stupid, doesn't it? So I must have just kept continually straining it. Let's come open this one side more. Line it along the fence, and then that way we can kind of herd them along this fence, see? For me, I need a real clear, like, this is too much. There's gonna be some pain. I'm not just gonna lay in the bed all day. You gotta move. The rest of my body needs help. Look at this. This is going really well. There you go. How are you gonna catch the rest? Just freestyle?
Yeah.
Oh, they're jumping right through. Okay, we could flip it because this has a tighter mesh. This may not work either because they can just jump up through the bigger block.
Finished my breakfast. Swished with salt water. Yesterday we worked in clipping and pruning. I'm not done. I didn't finish. So I also want to assess my harvest. It looks like I might have enough to can a small batch at least. Wow, they're just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. I just love it. Look at that. It's got a bruise, but that's all right. But look at all of this we've got coming. I see I need to trim here. I didn't really trim in here. I had a great time yesterday pruning and talking with the people as we pruned, finding hornworms. It's not too bad in here. It won't take too long. I'll set you guys up on a time lapse. Oh look, my garden is coming in. I'm so excited. I only have a couple flower areas this year, which is so sad.
What happened? What?
They just go through the cattle panel either way.
Oh, they do?
We're just
Either
getting
way.
a net
Oh.
of some sort.
I had to step away for a minute. But we flipped the cattle panel and they still getting out, even with the closer webbing. I guess they're just jumping above it. We're doing double net, huh?
I mean, this is, they have zip ties.
We could just wait another day, but Jonah's hot to fix this today. It's on his radar, and you want to have bare ground the least amount of time possible. Will you, out of a kind gesture, go drive beside the high tunnel and say, Mom, do you need anything? Can I help you?
Okay.
And if she does, you help her, but if not, you can come back. She'll probably just say no. It would be noticing her. We're getting a net cage set up. Hopefully that'll work. So now we have our net set up. Let's herd them in here. We're just getting close over here, right? How you gonna herd them in there, Jonah? With the coop, right there. Are y'all moving the coop in there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jonah, we were gonna catch them in this corner and then catch the chickens and then put them in there. You won't be able to catch them. Pull it out. Put it in this corner right over here, John. Or put it right here. Yeah, put it in your corner. Once you catch the chickens, then you can move that over closer. Now herd them in there. That's a lot easier said than done. There's a stick right there if you need to prod them out. Is this all of them?
Yeah.
Okay, now you can move the coop closer.
It's very difficult. I mean, they're all gonna go flying crazy as soon as we start grabbing them. Look, I just moved the corner.
Okay, just grab one. The fence is fine. There you go. That wasn't too crazy. Oh, John needs to kind of turn it around. That's not going to work.
This isn't gonna work.
All right, let's just move them into this grass. And then you can have access to this dirt. They have a grass paddock here. We're just going to make their paddock smaller, get them off the dirt, and then that way we can get to it. And we'll just move them another time. Get them all over to the grass. Then we'll reposition their net. They'll probably, it's so hot, they'll probably just hang out under the coop anyway. Hey, you did good. We do need you to load the manure spreader. Would you mind?
What?
Would you mind loading the manure spreader? Sure. Should we grade this field before doing this? Remember how it has some low spots? Because once we plant it and get sod and grass, we're not going to want to grade it then. What do you think? You feel like you have the skill?
Yeah.
To kind of make it higher on this end and lower on the other end?
Yeah.
Are the sea monsters in the way? Maybe we should just wait. See where tube man is? It's definitely a slump. The ground's higher over there and it's not gonna run off to the creek. It's gonna be a wet spot. Hard to grade to the creek without pushing all this soil into the creek. I mean, it's not puddling now. Some seed, do 3 handfuls of rye. Here's a better way to do this. If I had another arm, I could just pour it in there. And then I'll do a handful of vetch, and then I'll do a handful of buckwheat. Hey! When he says, I'll just be locked up inside in this cool dirt. Just like that, thanks for the cows' winter bedding and the sheep's winter bedding. The chickens turn into compost. We got black soil where there was none. John put it on about a 3 and just walk back and forth down through there. Just make a pattern. Quick, get in, the sea monsters are getting out. The last animal effort on this field, the sea monsters, and then the cover crop, and that's it. We're gonna let the cover crop go to fruition, then graze it. Dude, that one will fall in. They can't swim.
I think he fell in upstream and hit the rock and got up.
Not a duck, it can't swim. Come on, grab it before it goes down the stream. Feels good to have that compost down. It's some sort of ground cover in and of itself. Feels good to have the seeds in there. Now it's let nature have her way. She's modest, she wants to be covered, so she will likely sprout those seeds and get them going. We moved these blueberries a week tomorrow. Transplanted full-on adult in the middle of the day in July blueberries. They actually are not wilting yet. And I think they would have. And they're not dropping their berries. Does that mean we're not gonna lose these berries this year? And we're actually gonna get blueberries? It's crazy that these would live through such a transition, let alone still give us blueberries this year. I'm gonna let that run about an hour. It's just so happens to be a trench down through there, and it just kind of fills up with water. And these soak it up, buddy. I'm gonna do this for 2 weeks. I just harvested the broth out of here. There's maybe a little bit left. I wish I would've gotten that earlier shot. Oh, you wanna do that?
I thought you said I wasn't gonna do so.
What I need you to do is fill this back up with water. Beautiful one tells me you can do 3 rounds of this. Just added more water to healing with broth.
La la let me be free.